Hello students, I wanted to do a quick overview for the week. I know many of you have been in the classes and trucking right along, and some of you are new. So when you go in, you are going to find a link to this welcome letter will still remain on this welcome page. These videos are about to go away because most kids have watched them at this point, but they exist in a link within this letter. So if you need to go back and review expectations or the week in a life of a student video because you're new, you will find those here. Don't skip watching those videos. I've had many kids reach out with questions that are answered within these two videos, so even though they're a little long and might seem a little tedious, they are really, really helpful. The other thing I want you to know is that if you are just starting this week, I may have excused some content in science and social studies, and if you're a bit behind, I really want you to focus on doing everything in language arts and math to get caught up for now. So if you were a late start, that might be the case where you're going to just really start with language arts and math. If you're a little bit behind, we are going to have to go back and play catch up rather than have that content excused. But for now, I want you to focus on getting started in language arts and math. Please remember that you have to click into the content pages to find the assignments, prompts, graphic organizers, and printables. So you can't bypass and just go straight to the quizzes. Within here, you've actually got to do all of these interactives to be able to understand your writing assignments or your practice pages. So for instance, within language arts, right here on the second page, there's a cursive page, and you might do each of these 2 times and then move on. It's not something that's submitted, so practice pages are just for extending your learning. However, if you get into content later on where you're submitting something like a graphic organizer, like the compare and contrast graphic organizer, you will have found the content, texts, and prompts within the earlier pages that will now be submitted here. So if you skip that, you won't have built on it to be able to submit it now that it's finally due. So if you have not started yet, do not start in week 3. Go ahead and go back to week 1 in language arts and math, and go ahead and get started with all of the first content pages and making sure that you have the prompts and texts read that you need to for the eventual writing assignment. So that's what I wanted you guys to focus on, and then please feel free to join that Zoom hour if you need support. I did meet with a couple kids over Zoom. We could share screens, and that was really helpful because I could show them, look, when you go into here, this is where you find your practice page. You know, the last page is where you find the assignment or what there is to complete. So if you need that, please reach out and we'll schedule a time to do that, or bop into that Zoom time where we can connect. Again, that would be over the screen where I could show you things and walk you through things. And you can find my Zoom link here in the welcome letter. So I'm looking forward to another great week. And if you need help with pacing or anything else, please reach out.